What if I told you that in 2026, the fastest cars on the grid will be using a physics-defying trick to gain half a second per lap, and it's all completely legal? While Mercedes and Red Bull think they've found the ultimate loophole, one team is ready to burn the whole thing down. That team is Ferrari. They know this game better than anyone because back in 2019, they were the ones caught in the biggest engine scandal of the modern era. Today, we're diving into the high-stakes political war of the 2026 engine regulations.
The FIA set a strict limit for 2026, a compression ratio of 16:1. But rumors say Mercedes and Red Bull have found a way to hit 18:1, gaining a massive 13 horsepower. Ferrari is already planning a massive protest for the 2026 Australian GP. But why is Ferrari the loudest voice in the room? To understand their 2026 strategy, we have to look back at the dark arts they mastered and got punished for half a decade ago. In 2019, Ferrari had a rocket ship. They weren't just fast, they were untouchable on straights. How? They manipulated the fuel flow sensor. While the FIA's sensor sent a signal saying the car was following the rules, Ferrari intercepted that signal and sent fake news to the FIA. In reality, they were pumping in way more fuel for massive power bursts. It took a deep investigation and pressure from Red Bull to catch them, leading to a secret settlement that crippled Ferrari's performance in 2020. This is why Ferrari is so aggressive now. They know that if you don't catch a trick early, you get left in the dust for years. Now, the tables have turned. Ferrari is playing the role of the investigator. The new trick involves expanding pistons. The FIA checks engines at room temperature, but Mercedes and Red Bull have designed materials that expand only when the engine hits its 120 degrees Celsius operational heat. This changes the compression ratio only when the car is on track, making it invisible during static inspections. Ferrari argues this violates the spirit of the 16:1 rule. Unlike Ferrari's 2019 fraud with fake signals, this is a regulatory loophole, similar to Mercedes' 2020 DAS system. Ferrari is pushing the FIA for more intensive checks because they know how hard it is to catch a genius at work. Ferrari isn't just protesting, they are playing politics. If they can't ban the trick, they want the FIA to trigger the Equalization rule. For 2026, if a manufacturer is 2% slower than the leader, they get extra development tokens. If they are 4% slower, they get even more. Ferrari is positioning itself to either force Mercedes to share the secret or ensure Ferrari gets the extra budget and time to copy it. They're using their 2019 trauma as a weapon to make sure no one else gets a secret advantage again. We are looking at a two-front war. On track, it's about material science and heat management. Off track, it's about who can influence the FIA's interpretation of the rules before the 2026 Australian GP. Mercedes has already shown their work to the FIA and got a green light, but as Ferrari proved in 2019, a green light can turn red very quickly once the real racing starts. So, is Mercedes and Red Bull's piston trick a stroke of genius or just a 2019 Ferrari scandal in a different outfit? Ferrari thinks they've been cheated by a loophole they didn't find first. What do you think? Should the FIA ban these expanding pistons immediately, or is this just the kind of innovation F1 needs? Drop a comment below and let's argue about it.